The concept of the commons, rooted in the idea of shared resources and communal ownership, has found a new and intricate manifestation in the digital realm. As information becomes an increasingly valuable currency, the digital commons emerges as a space where the sharing of knowledge intersects with concerns of privacy, data ownership, and the influence of technology companies. In this discussion, we'll delve into the nuances of the digital commons and its implications on the information economy. Howdy, I'm just some random nude dude sitting in my closet talking to myself. It's also where I celebrate the power of free thinking and encourage bold ideas. As a society, we're often afraid to challenge the norms and think outside the box. But here, I embrace the unconventional. So sit back, relax, and join me on this journey of exploration where we embrace our inner nude dude and push boundaries to discover new perspectives. In the intricate web of the digital era, the concept of the commons, an historical notion deeply rooted in shared resources and communal ownership, takes on a new and compelling form within the vast expanse of the digital commons. As we embark on this exploration, our journey delves into the complexities of shared knowledge in the digital realm, transcending the traditional confines of physical space and national borders. The digital commons stands as a testament to the transformative power of the Internet, where information becomes a dynamic currency, circulating globally and redefining the landscape of collective knowledge. This digital space is not confined to any single corner of the world. Instead, it weaves a tapestry of diverse ideas, cultural expressions, and intellectual contributions from individuals and communities spanning the globe. The evolution of the digital commons is intricately tied to the exponential growth of the information age. What began as a repository of text-based knowledge has now expanded to include multimedia, interactive platforms, and collaborative spaces that redefine how we engage with and contribute to shared knowledge. Open source movements, fueled by the ethos of collaboration and accessibility, are key players in shaping this evolving landscape. At its core, the digital commons embodies the idea that knowledge is a public good, accessible to all. From open source software initiatives that empower global collaboration, to user-generated content platforms that amplify individual voices, the digital commons represents a collective effort to democratize information and break down barriers to access. However, as we traverse the digital commons, we encounter not only the promise of shared knowledge, but also a nexus of challenges that demand our attention. Privacy concerns, questions of data ownership, and the formidable influence of technology companies form a crux of our exploration. The delicate dance between the open nature of shared knowledge and the protection of individual rights becomes a central theme in this multifaceted narrative. In navigating this complex terrain, we embark on a journey that seeks not only to dissect the challenges posed by the digital commons, but also to envision a sustainable future. Our examination will delve into the realms of digital privacy, data ownership, and the role of technology companies as gatekeepers. Through thoughtful dialogue and exploration, we aim to unravel the intricacies of the digital commons, charting a course towards a landscape where shared knowledge is a beacon that illuminates the path to progress for all. The digital commons represents a paradigm shift in how society shares and accesses information. In its essence, it comprises the collective intellectual wealth and cultural heritage accessible online, transcending the limitations of physical space. This evolution is closely tied to the rise of the Internet, which has democratized access to knowledge and allowed for the creation of a global repository of information. From open access educational resources to user-generated content platforms, the digital commons embodies the principle of shared knowledge as a public good. In recent decades, open source movements have become integral to the digital commons, exemplifying the collaborative spirit of the digital era. Software projects like Linux, collaborative platforms like Wikipedia, and the development of open educational resources showcase how communities worldwide contribute to and benefit from shared knowledge. The evolution of the digital commons has not only democratized information, but has also empowered individuals and communities to actively participate in the creation and dissemination of knowledge. Central to the idea of the digital commons are open source movements. These movements leverage the collaborative power of global communities to develop and refine software, content, and data. Open source software, for instance, allows users to access, modify, and distribute the source code freely. This not only fosters innovation, but also ensures that the benefits of technological advancements are widely distributed. I'm using OpenOffice, OBS Studio, and Firefox right now. The collaborative nature of open source goes beyond just coding. Platforms like GitHub facilitate the decentralized approach to software development, enabling contributors from diverse backgrounds and locations to collaborate seamlessly. In the realm of content creation, projects like Wikipedia illustrate how a collective effort can amass and organize vast amounts of information, challenging traditional notions of knowledge creation and distribution. However, the success of open source movements within the digital commons is not without its challenges. Questions of sustainability, community management, and diversity and participation remain critical considerations. Striking a balance between openness and structure is an ongoing process as these movements navigate the evolving landscape of digital collaboration. In essence, the digital commons, through open source initiatives, has become a laboratory for experimenting with new models of collaboration, challenging traditional hierarchies, and fostering a more inclusive approach to the creation and dissemination of knowledge. As the digital commons expands, a fundamental tension emerges between the open nature of shared knowledge and the imperative to safeguard individual privacy. The digital age has ushered in an era of unprecedented data generation and collection, with individuals leaving a trail of digital footprints through their online activities. The challenge lies in striking a delicate balance between the openness that characterizes the digital commons and the protection of personal information. One of the primary challenges is the ubiquity of data collection practices, often conducted by technology companies, social media platforms, and other online entities. This data, ranging from user preferences to behavioral patterns, becomes a valuable commodity in the digital economy. Consequently, questions arise about who owns this data, how it is used, and the extent to which individuals retain control over their digital identities. In response to the challenges posed by the digital age, encryption technologies have emerged as a crucial tool in preserving digital privacy. Encryption involves encoding information in a way that only authorized parties can access it, providing a layer of security against unauthorized surveillance or data breaches. This is particularly pertinent in the context of the digital commons, where sensitive information is exchanged and stored. End-to-end encryption, in which data is encrypted by the sender's device and only decrypted on the recipient's device, has become a standard for secure communication platforms. Technologies like virtual private networks, or VPNs, I use Nord, further contribute to online privacy by masking users' IP addresses and encrypting their internet connections, making it challenging for third parties to monitor online activities. However, the adoption of encryption also raises debates about the balance between privacy and national security. Governments and law enforcement agencies argue that certain levels of access to encrypted communications are necessary for public safety and crime prevention. This ongoing tension underscores the complex interplay between individual rights to privacy and broader societal interests. In navigating the landscape of digital privacy, it becomes crucial to address not only the technological aspects, but also the legal and ethical dimensions. Privacy policies, data protection regulations, and international agreements play a pivotal role in shaping the rules governing the use of personal information in the digital commons. The digital commons thrives on user-generated content, where individuals actively contribute to the vast pool of information circulating online. Social media platforms, blogging sites, and collaborative platforms encourage users to share their thoughts, creations, and personal experiences. However, the question of data ownership becomes paramount in this environment as users navigate the complexities of contributing to the digital commons. In user-generated content platforms, individuals often surrender a degree of control over their data as they share text, images, videos, and other content. This raises concerns about who ultimately owns and controls the content: the user, the platform, or a combination of both. If it's up to the platform, they own it, right? The fine print of terms of service agreements, and we all read those, and privacy policies become crucial, outlining the extent to which platforms can use, share, and monetize the data contributed by users. As the digital commons evolves, a few major technology companies have emerged as key players, wielding significant influence over the flow of information. These companies, often operating on a global scale, accumulate vast amounts of user-generated data, raising questions about the concentration of power and the potential for monopolistic control. The issue of data ownership intersects with concerns about fair compensation for users. In many cases, individuals contribute content to platforms without direct financial compensation, and platforms, in turn, monetize this content through advertising and other revenue streams. This dynamic has led to discussion about the equitable distribution of the economic value generated by user-generated content. Moreover, the influence of platform monopolies extends beyond economic considerations. It also raises questions about the shaping of public discourse, as these companies curate content and algorithms that influence what information reaches users. The impact of this curation on the delivery of voices and perspectives within the digital commons is a critical consideration in the broader discussion of data ownership. Addressing these challenges requires a multifaceted approach involving legal frameworks, ethical guidelines, and technological innovations. Concepts like data sovereignty, which emphasizes the right of individuals to control their own data, gain prominence as a potential solution to the complexities of data ownership in the digital commons. In the digital commons, technology companies play a pivotal role as gatekeepers, shaping the flow of information and influencing the dynamics of online interactions. The power wielded by these companies, often referred to as big tech, stems from their control over digital platforms, social media networks, search engines, and other key elements of the digital infrastructure. This influence extends not only to the accessibility of information, but also to the algorithms that determine content visibility and the overall user experience. The algorithms employed by technology companies to curate content have a profound impact on what users see and engage with online. This curation, driven by factors like user behavior, preferences, and advertising revenue, raises concerns about the potential manipulation of information and the formation of digital echo chambers. The role of technology companies as gatekeepers becomes particularly critical in discussions about the quality and diversity of information available in the digital commons. The influence of technology companies has prompted calls for increasing regulation to ensure fair practices, transparency, and the protection of user rights. Governments and international bodies grapple with the task of developing regulatory frameworks that strike a balance between fostering innovation and preventing abuses of power. Issues such as antitrust regulations, data protection laws, and content moderation policies are central to the regulatory challenges posed by technology companies. Striking the right balance is a complex task, as regulations must address concerns related to market competition, user privacy, and the societal impact of digital platforms. In recent years, there's been a growing awareness of the need for ethical considerations in technology development and deployment. Calls for responsible AI practices, algorithmic transparency, and user empowerment reflect a broader societal demand of technology companies to be accountable for the consequences of their actions in the digital commons. A company being responsible for its actions. As we navigate the digital commons, the role of technology companies as gatekeepers underscores the need for thoughtful and adaptive governance. Striking a balance between allowing innovation to thrive and preventing the concentration of power requires collaboration between governments, technology companies, and civil society. The ongoing dialogue about the responsibilities of ethical obligations of technology companies is a crucial aspect of shaping the digital commons that serves the interests of the global community, while respecting individual rights and fostering diversity of thought. As the digital commons continues to evolve, addressing the challenges posed by data ownership, privacy concerns, and the influence of technology companies necessitates the development of effective governance models. Collaborative governance, emphasizing the involvement of diverse stakeholders, emerges as a potential solution to create a sustainable and equitable digital commons. Models that involve collaboration between governments, technology companies, civil society, and users can help establish guidelines that balance openness, individual rights, and corporate responsibilities. Multi-stakeholder approaches, where decision-making includes input from various perspectives, can foster a more inclusive and representative governance structure for the digital commons. Furthermore, exploring the concept of self-governance within the digital communities can empower users to actively participate in shaping the rules and norms of the digital commons. This involves establishing mechanisms for transparent decision-making, user empowerment, and accountability within digital platforms and communities. In the pursuit of a sustainable digital commons, ethical considerations become paramount. Emphasizing transparency, accountability, and user empowerment ensures that the digital ecosystem aligns with societal values. Ethical guidelines can provide a framework for technology companies, policymakers, and users to navigate the complex landscape of shared knowledge. Responsible AI practices, algorithmic transparency, and user consent are integral components of ethical considerations in the digital commons. Technology companies are increasingly expected to prioritize not only innovation, but also the well-being of users and the broader societal impact of their platforms. Moreover, fostering a culture of digital literacy and education becomes crucial in empowering individuals to navigate the digital commons responsibly. Understanding the implications of data sharing, recognizing the importance of privacy, and critically evaluating digital content are essential skills in an era where information is abundant but not always reliable. The path to a sustainable digital commons requires a concerted effort to address challenges related to data ownership, privacy, and the influence of technology companies. Collaborative governance models that involve diverse stakeholders, coupled with ethical considerations and the commitment to digital literacy, can pave the way for a more inclusive and equitable digital landscape. As we move forward, the dialogue surrounding the digital commons should remain dynamic, adapting to the evolving nature of technology and its impact on society. By fostering a shared understanding of the responsibilities inherent in navigating the digital commons, we can cultivate an environment where the benefits of shared knowledge are maximized, individual rights are protected, and technology serves as a force for positive societal change. The digital commons stands as a pivotal arena where the principles of shared resources intersect with the complexities of the information economy. As we navigate this evolving landscape, it becomes imperative to address the challenges posed by digital privacy, data ownership, and the influence of technology companies to ensure a sustainable and equitable future for the digital realm. In embracing the concept of the digital commons, society must strike a delicate balance between openness and protection, fostering a space where the wealth of information benefits all. As our exploration of the digital commons draws to a close, we find ourselves at the crossroads of potential and challenge, where the tapestry of shared knowledge intertwines with the complexities of digital existence. In this conclusion, we reflect on the path traversed and articulate a vision for cultivating a resilient digital commons that serves the collective good. Our journey through the digital commons has revealed a landscape shaped by collaborative endeavors, open source movements, and the democratization of information. We've witnessed the power of shared knowledge to bridge divides, amplify diverse voices, and propel innovation forward. Yet, the shadows of challenges loom large, demanding our collective attention and thoughtful navigation. At the heart of the digital commons lies a delicate balance between openness and protection, collaboration and individual agency. The tension between the unrestricted flow of shared knowledge and the imperative to safeguard privacy and individual rights requires nuanced solutions. It calls for a recalibration of our approach to governance, technology, and ethical considerations. To cultivate a sustainable digital commons, user empowerment becomes a guiding principle. This involves not only providing individuals with the tools to navigate the digital landscape responsibly, but also ensuring that they actively participate in the decision-making processes that shape the rules of the digital realm. Inclusivity must be championed, ensuring that diverse voices contribute to and benefit from the shared knowledge within the digital commons. As we look ahead, the concept of collaborative governance emerges as a beacon of hope. It envisions a model where governments, technology companies, civil society, and users collaboratively shape the rules and norms that govern the digital commons. Multi-stakeholder approaches, rooted in transparency and inclusivity, can provide a robust foundation for addressing the intricate challenges posed by data ownership, privacy concerns, and corporate influence. The sustainability of the digital commons hinges on the ethical foundation upon which it is built. Responsible AI practices, transparent algorithms, and user-centric design must be ingrained in the digital DNA. Ethical consideration should not be an afterthought, but rather an integral part of the innovation and deployment processes, ensuring that technology serves humanity rather than the other way around. Digital literacy stands as a cornerstone in nurturing a resilient digital commons. Education that equips individuals with the skills to critically evaluate information, understand the implications of data sharing, and navigate the complexities of the online world become essential. Informed users contribute to a healthier digital ecosystem, fostering a culture of responsible engagement within the digital commons. As we look forward, the future of the digital commons is not preordained. It's a canvas awaiting our collective strokes. The challenges we face are formidable, but the potential for positive transformation is immense. It requires a shared commitment to fostering an environment where shared knowledge is a force for good, empowering individuals, fostering inclusivity, and contributing to the betterment of society at large. The digital commons beckons us to embrace a collective responsibility, a responsibility to shape, nurture, and protect the shared knowledge that defines our digital era. As we navigate the path forward, let us embark on this journey with a deep awareness of the impact of our choices, with a commitment to ethical principles, and with a shared vision of a digital commons that enriches, empowers, and endures for generations to come. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you found this video informative and thought-provoking. This is the point where others tell you, if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more content just like this. But we know that that kind of thing is for losers. Don't be a loser. And as always, I welcome your feedback and ideas for future videos in the comments section below. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep embracing your inner nude, dude.